I'm Tiffany, and this is my brother Chris. We live in Maui, Hawaii. My family and I want to help Chris have the best life possible. Follow along as we navigate living with autism. Hey everyone, I hope all of you are doing well and are safe and healthy during this really crazy time. We just got back from a trip to California, and then I went on to New York, and basically the day I got there, everything kind of started to escalate. But I did manage to get back home, and we were going to put out videos about our trip, but I just didn't think it was the right time to be putting out a video about going to Disneyland. So those will be going up later, hopefully after everything calms down in the near future. So I thought I'd make a video to show you guys what we've been doing since we've been staying home. Christian's program is still going on, but in a limited capacity. Since I am one of his mentors and his caretaker, I kind of figured it'd be best if he was just with me until things go back to normal. So we've been trying to find ways to keep busy and also stay active since the gyms are closed. So we've been doing outdoor yoga in our yard. And I am very aware and appreciative of the fact that we can do outdoor yoga in our yard, and that we're in a place that's warm and the people aren't living too close to each other. I've lived in Chicago and New York, so I completely understand, and in no way I'm trying to make people feel bad. I just want to share what we're doing in case we do something that gives you an idea to keep you less bored and, find something new to do. So we've been doing, I found some yoga videos on YouTube, and that's how we're doing that. And then a friend told me that she's been doing fitness videos on Amazon Prime, so I think we're gonna try that next. And then I thought I'd share a recipe with you, since we're spending so much time at home, and I'm always trying to come up with new recipes in the kitchen, and I've made this a couple times, and it's delicious and really easy. So I hope you guys enjoy it, and I just want to thank all of you for watching, and again, we hope all of you are doing well and are safe, and we're sending you lots of love and aloha. So I'm going to be making roasted tomatoes, and I know that sounds a little bit boring, but I'm going to jazz them up with some breadcrumbs, garlic, and throw them in the oven. And roasted tomatoes are really delicious if you season them right. And they're a great side to anything really, like you could have them with a salad, in a salad, or the other morning I made these because I wanted to make like a vegetarian style English breakfast with eggs and veggie sausage. And it's really easy, and all you need are tomatoes, breadcrumbs, garlic, and some olive oil. And you could also add some dried herbs or fresh herbs. And this kind of came about because I was trying to use up what we had in the fridge, since we have stocked up on some food, but we don't want to be hoarding anything. So we're trying to make sure we're using everything that we have and things that we haven't been using. And we've had breadcrumbs in the refrigerator for a while, so I figured we should try to start using those. And I also love garlic, and I'm always kind of looking for ways to add garlic into everything that I'm eating. So this was kind of like a hybrid. Like, I love garlic bread, and I know Chris loves garlic bread. And so with the breadcrumbs mixed with the garlic and olive oil, grilled, it's not really the same thing as garlic bread, but it's like on the top is kind of like a garlic bread. And it really does taste delicious. And if you really love tomatoes, you can eat this as a meal, I suppose. But yeah, so let's get started. So here we have some chopped up garlic, and it looks like a lot because it is, but since we're all doing social distancing, I've decided that I can eat as much garlic as I want. And then I have some plum tomatoes, and we're gonna cut them into thirds, and that way it doesn't take as long to cook, and that way you're not just eating a huge tomato. I mean, you are just eating a tomato, but it's a little easier to eat if it's not too thick. So I've cut them into thirds. This one has a little bruise, but we're gonna see if it's okay. So I'm cutting basically, into thirds. I think that looks okay. It's just a little bruised, but I think it's all right. So now what I like to do, instead of getting another dish dirty, I'm just gonna mix everything on the cutting board with the garlic. So I'm getting my store-bought breadcrumbs. They're just plain breadcrumbs. If I had Italian seasoned breadcrumbs, I would use those, but like I said, we're trying to use what we have and use up things that we've had stored for a while. So I just put some breadcrumbs and I'm mixing it with the garlic on the cutting board. And then I'm going to add some dried basil because we happen to have some dried basil, so I'm using that too. And then I like to season the tomatoes before we're putting more flavor on them, but tomatoes love salt, so I'm putting some Trader Joe's garlic salt. And I guess I'll put a little bit of pepper too. I have some Trader Joe's lemon pepper. Today I'm gonna try cooking this in our little toaster oven. And so here we go. I think I can fit. And then you just sprinkle. I don't want to lose any garlic. So you just sprinkle the breadcrumbs on the cut side up of the tomato. Once you have all your tomatoes with the breadcrumbs on top, you want to drizzle them with a little bit of olive oil so that they get golden brown. Otherwise they won't, the breadcrumbs won't crisp up properly in the oven. You can put it in the oven for, depending on your oven, from about 400 to 425 for about 20 to 25 minutes. And these are the finished roasted tomatoes fresh out of the oven. I can feel the heat coming off of them. And I'm gonna let them cool down just a bit, but then you can serve them and eat them however you want.